So let's talk a little bit about business. So you can conceptualize, because I have a problem with some of my staff or some of the people watching this, they don't know what business is. I'm going to tell you what a business is once and for all. A variety of different watches, from Rolex to Patek Philippe to anything you can imagine. Now, what's a good business? Simplify things in your mind. It's a high security situation. Looking correct? Well, at TraxNYC, it's all about business. You have to calculate the costs, the activity, the profit. That's a simple version of it.
It's gonna give me an estimated diamond count, and from that I can do an estimated carat weight, and I can do the right calculations.
Here in the Diamond District, it's quite complicated. All right, God bless. Yo. Prestige. We have a member of our staff, Peter, which doesn't understand that concept.
I do not want to be on an episode getting wild out on us.
He thinks that if he sells 50 sodas a day, he makes $50. No, you don't. Millions of dollars of watches on this side. And I mean Diamond District War, I mean it. This band is original. This band, aftermarket. There's a lot of grimy stuff happening, and here's one. Me and Noah had a conversation. www.goyourself.com, all right? Yeah. And that's what the district is about. We're gonna plug you in, we're gonna get you to the facts, and we're gonna save the day. There's going to be millions of dollars of watches on this side. All right, so now we have another vendor, which is Color Couture over here. All right, people don't understand how to do business in this Diamond District. I'm going to teach them. We're looking a little skimpy over here, to be honest. Over here like this a little bit. Вот они наконец-таки looking correct. You know what I'm saying? People at TraxNYC, it's all about business. And keep everything this. It's a high security situation.
I don't mind, bro.
Okay. I mean, listen, let's count the boxes here, okay? So these are like $100.50 a pop. So when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the average watch price here, 80 grand. So you got 800,000, 1.6, 2.4, 3.2. How many watches in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20, so I'm 20 times 80, 5 million, 10 million. We're gonna probably get up to 20 million or thereabouts, okay? So here we have another vendor that's popping off. All right, we're gonna sit here and we gotta figure this out, and for the show, all right? We gotta understand, you know what I'm saying? When I mean Diamond District War, I mean it. I'm personally inviting you to 64 West 47th Street. We've got millions of dollars worth of watches, right? You don't want to buy a watch from a picture of a watch. You want the watches to be here. Do business in the diamond industry. Let me start that again. We've got a couple of million in watches over here and maybe 20, 30 million out here. You want them plain Jane? You want the exclusives? You want the brand new? You want them aftermarket? You want them fully iced? Everything that you can imagine is right here at 64 West 47th Street. The watches are very hard to gather. More importantly is the amazing vendors that we're doing business with, okay? We have only the best vendors in the entire Diamond District. Before you go anywhere else and struggle with the savages of the Diamond District, 64 West Exchange, anybody who's not worthy of being here, we kick out. The best service in the world, the best watches in the world, and the best prices in the world, and we're gonna guarantee that because you're gonna be able to shop around and do what is in your interest. Used box papers, whatever you can imagine is right here. We don't only have the best service, we have the best vendors, right? We have the best staff. We have the best ethics. A variety of different watches, from Rolex to Patek Philippe to anything you can imagine. And I stand behind every transaction personally, okay? So 64 West 47th Street, and we're gonna sit here and take care of you the proper way with the proper timepiece. One more, let's do another one. You pay your bills, and people see you pay your bills even if you're going into debt or you're struggling against the world or people are stealing or doing, and you still pay your bill down to 0 and still smile, they know who you are. The people in this exchange, or the people that really hold down a booth, pay their rent, they know business. They know what the is up. The people that hold the booth, they respect me. They respect me, man. That's what it is, because I held it down and I paid my bills and I handled my and I paid my dues. Now the Diamond District is mine. All right, God bless. Prestige, Diamond Heritage, Iceberg, Simon, Color Couture. We're locking down the Diamond District. Here's the way this business works. You think this guy, he's not selling anything, but he needs to get paid. You think he's not doing nothing? You think all these girls upstairs and all these girls over here, they're managing your inventory, they're managing the financing, they're paying the bills, they're handling all the diamond bills, the casting bills. All this is being arranged so somebody could focus on their skills. Okay, so some salesperson could focus on selling. So when a salesperson here at TraxNYC, a personal jeweler, is getting a monstrous ad campaign made by me, Mickey, the girls upstairs. You got Mr. Kim and all the jewelry moving around. You got Ivan moving around. You got Bebe moving around. You got diamond deals being done for you. You've got people who haven't been working here for 5 years that laid a foundation that are benefiting you. So you have all these benefits. It's a fast track. You just need to be trustworthy and have your eyes open. If you've been here for 17 years and you paid all your bills and you didn't f anybody over for 17 years, they're pretty confident that you're not going to run away with your shit. You know, everybody in the Diamond District, they don't trust nobody. They don't give a f what you say. They don't care how you say, trust me, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I word. They're going to give you shit. They're gonna sit here, they're gonna do you, and they're smart. They're smarter than me in some ways because they're gonna take your client from you now. They're not me. They're not Mother Goose with their wings out when it's raining to keep to keep your feathers dry. They're not doing that. They're gonna snake out your customers, snake out your shit. They're gonna make you bleed. They taught me a lesson out here. Lock the gate, and the gate behind it, lock that too. You know what I'm saying? Make them sweat. Make them sweat for this. So let's talk a little bit about business. So you can conceptualize, because I have a problem with some of my staff or some of the people watching this, they don't know what business is. I'm going to tell you what a business is once and for all. How much money goes in and how much money comes out. Now, what's a good business, all right? Simplify things in your mind. You have a vending machine. You own one vending machine in the lobby of some building. Stocks 100 sodas. Each soda costs you 25 cents. How much inventory do you have in that machine? $25. Each day, the vending machine sells 50 sodas, holds 100 sodas. Each soda costs 25 cents. So that makes it $25 for the whole soda setup. It's $1 per soda. You know, you could profit $75 if you clear out your inventory. How long does it take to clear out your inventory? Well, you sell 50 sodas a day. On average, some days are up, some days are down. So $25 is the input cost of the goods, and within 2 days you get $75 out. That's a good profit. But now you got to buy this vending machine. So how much is that? How much does the vending machine cost? If someone is selling it to you for $2,000, how long is it going to take for you to own that vending machine based on the profits the vending machine makes? You want to sell me that machine for $2,000 when I'm going to make $37 a day on average. So it's going to take me 53 days, a month and a half to get my money back out of that machine, and then every day since then I'll be able to turn a profit for that machine. So it seems like a good deal, only a month and a half and so on and so forth. But then you got to count the other expenses, the delivery, the losses. Then some other came along and kicked your vending machine and broke it. You got to take the cost of the machine. Oh, I forgot to mention, the lobby that machine is in also charges $150 a month for you to keep your vending machine there. And then one day they might take your vending machine, throw it out, and buy their own. And every 6 months these vending machines break down, so a month and a half you get it back. Now usually, and that's just business, all of it, right then and there. You have to calculate the costs, the activity, the profit. That's a simple version of it. Here in the Diamond District, it's quite complicated, but we have a member of our staff, Peter, which doesn't understand that concept. He thinks that if he sells 50 sodas a day, he makes $50. No, you don't.
Vertically business is all about the profits. And no matter how much sales you make, if you make zero profits. So make a lot of profits, boss will be happy, you'll be happy, everybody will be happy. So hopefully my profits will come up. So Peter deals might just be Peter from now on. No more deals.
Some people are making 49, 37, 84. Peter's on the low end. Even though he's selling 175, it's 24,000, right? So how is Steve Vargas, who's working down there, selling $4,000 less, but we profit more? Let's find out, okay?
I do not want to be on the episode getting wild out on, so I'm really learning as much as I can. Things, you know, we have like 3 floors, so rent alone, that's a big, you know, we're in the city. Vendors that we have to pay, casters, people that do the 3D renderings, we have to pay for diamonds, we have to pay for the gold. We just keep going up and up as the years go by. We had 1 floor, now we have 3 floors, so.
When you're looking at me and you're thinking I'm some guy trying to do this or sell that, get the f you. Okay, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a happy arrangement between the client, my landlords, my suppliers, craftsmen, my sales staff, support staff, and everybody else in between, and the viewer as well. I got to negotiate a happy medium for all these different entities. So you would be happy, so these would be happy, so my customers would be happy. You know how difficult that is? It's not. It's not. You just got to be honest. You got to be on point. Case in point. Here it is. Yes, sir. Come on in. You know, just setting up a deal. Bang, boom. Sign right here. Zing, ding. These don't come with boxes, sir?
You need a box?
I prefer, if you may. I mean, you know, I'm not. You know, I got to give my customers a box. If you could give me something. Thank you, bro. All right. So here's the deal. You saw a business transaction just go down. All right. Somebody came in, dropped off. I'm buying new inventory for the store. I got to load it up. I could do it 100 different ways. This band is original. This band, aftermarket. If nobody tells you that, you're never going to know it. But I got to tell you. But however, you dumb f***, if you're going to go over somewhere else and you're going to compare me telling you the truth of an aftermarket band on this watch and someone else is going to tell you theirs original and you're just going to believe them and buy theirs over mine for more money because I told you the truth and they told you a lie, you're a f***ing idiot. These watches come beat to shit somewhere. Somebody buys them and their job is to refinish them and bring them back to life, to make them look like a brand new purchase. So, you know, and this is an iced out watch, so maybe the original band was all iced out and all f***ed up, got into a car accident, but I like the setting on this watch. I liked it. I got it at a deal for people who want to get an iced out gold rollie. It's got an aftermarket band on it, original movement, original case, aftermarket diamonds, original dial. No papers, aftermarket box. They even put the stamps like Rolex does on the aftermarket bands nowadays. Okay, this one is all original. Original dial, original band, and original this and original that. You know, the band is in pretty decent condition, but you know, it's got some dings and bings over here. But that's natural. You know what I'm saying? I could give you a brand new crispy band right here, but these are aftermarket. But that's the business. So I gotta load up the shop and I'm gonna put you guys on. Rolex, they're trying to sit here, do this, do that. What do these guys do? Just so we understand, all right? You know what I'm saying? You know where to get the watches for the cheaper. You know the value. You buy under and you sell over. Rolex is putting, I guess, a band under and selling it for top dollar because that's their job.
Yeah, for about 30% more.
For 30% more.
So it's already been tried with AD.
Well, that's the thing is that people want to feel all warm and fuzzy that they're getting a for sure authentic piece.
And they're willing to pay
25–30% premium.
But those are not our clients anyway.
The business.
That's what I was talking about earlier. It's not our clients.
The business that appears is because of price. Right? Rolex manufactures, God knows how much a Rolex costs to manufacture. Probably not that much. All right? No. They sell for that, and then there's a gray market. And it'll always be there. You could certify, I mean, they had the certified, they had the brand new, they had the you know, authorized dealer. What the more do you need? There's a gray market anyway.
Had a Frank Klein in my office advising in regards to raising capital for the company, eventually selling, bringing on investors, raising money, and taking it to the next level. Right. You know what the funny thing he's told me? Because he's like, look, every company out there that gets a certain evaluation, there's a sexy idea behind it, whether it's a website, whether it's a Carvana idea or an Uber idea or one of those. Right. And he opened up my eyes, and you know what he told me? Because I told him, I said, look, I told him about the few of the shticks that we're working on. Not going to mention it on camera. But he goes, you got it all wrong. He said, you are a media company that happens to sell watches. Where the whole time I'm a watch dealer and jewelry dealer. Where now you kind of open up my light saying we're a media company that happens to sell this product. Because in reality, he said, it doesn't matter what you decide to sell tomorrow. Because of the media presence that you have and the reach that you have, you can sell stocks tomorrow and you'll be successful. Well, we have to build a media apparatus to our businesses, all right? For anybody watching this that has a business that wants to be uber successful, this is the trend, what happened in my life and Roman's life. Right? Before, in the in the long ago, there was just businesses and stores. People had stores and so on and so forth. And then came along something called the internet. www.goyourself.com. All right? Yeah. So to speak, right? And now the smartest businesses, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, that had stores, that had, you know, print advertising and so on and so forth. If those businesses in the late 90s, early 2000s
started developing a website around those businesses that worked fantastically well in the long term,
Those
right?
that didn't die.
Yeah, exactly. There was a few, and now comes a third generation of that. So it went store for the first couple of thousand years, then store and website, and now store and media.
You know what I said the other day? I was talking to somebody about it.
Right.
And I told them, I said, e-commerce in the next few years will be dead as we know it, and the next wave is social media. I think all the sales, all the exposure, anything, any and all business is going to be done via social media. So it's going to be the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams that are kind of going to be in control. Because right now, if you go across the entire sales team, I got 8 guys, 9, and you ask them, where's majority of inquiries your business come from? They're going to say it comes from my social media. The amount of inquiries I used to get on my website, but somebody hitting that inquire button on the website, you know, it used to be 100 of those and maybe 5 from somewhere else. Now it's 5 of those and the rest is social media for me.
Well, yeah, websites like that. It's all social media.
Exactly.
Me too.
This is a super hyper competitive business. The watch business makes me want to throw up, really. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear these guys talking, the 59, the this, the that, all the numbers, the moon phases, I'm like, I'll never remember that. I'm better off going to take the SATs again and memorizing, you know, whatever the they wanted before I even try to figure out what the they're even competing. This exchange has been busy, it's been popping. Diamond heritage, full effect. Some nice timepieces. Used to be a time when people were so proud of their watches, now it hurts a little, doesn't it?
You win some, you lose some.
I'm glad I have Diamond Heritage as my neighbors, though. It's it's a fantastic place to do business, and I might pop off a timepiece for myself. I don't know. I'm saving up. I buried all my money in New York.
So right now we're gonna go to the watchmaker. I'm gonna tell him to wait for me really quick so I can talk to Peter about this. I need to disassemble this so I can ice it out.
What do you want?
Disassemble so I can ice it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can.
I'll be back. Give me 10 minutes.
No problem.
At 5, really, everything closes. Peter, 2 seconds. Just to double check how he wants the watch done, and what quality stones and everything. Cartier, you want to ice out?
Yes, sir.
Max said he wants to use the biggest diamonds, the best diamonds.
Flood the front, flood the sides. We're gonna flood the back. So my guy, Gerard Maiden, hooking them up.
So you want big bezel?
Big bezel.
What about the sides?
The sides, you know, just flood it like a pave type setting.
And over here too, right?
Same thing there.
What quality stone do you want to use? The best?
The best.
All right. Let's take it to the guy then.
And we need this done fast. So let's see how fast we can make this happen.
Now we gotta give it to the watchmaker to disassemble it, take all the parts off so we can start diamond setting everything. Can you disassemble it for me today? I have a big client. I need to start setting it today.
You want to buckle up?
Yeah, buckle too. I need to ice out everything. Yeah, so now that we got all the pieces disassembled, we're gonna give to Renato. He's gonna give me an estimated diamond count, and from that I can do an estimated carat weight, and I can do the right calculations based off what he's giving me. So now we can give to Renato.
They left the watches in pieces now.
No, they left the watches. There's nothing in here but a copper coin that I gave.
So they lied. He said it was here.
They're working on it, Renato.
Watch is getting done though. It's coming. It's gonna look beautiful.
All right. And don't forget about our little conversation.
Didn't forget it's gonna happen one-on-one today and then one-on-one later on.
You don't really know the story is for the viewers. I mean, me and Noah had a conversation, and he's considering something or whatever it is. I don't really feel comfortable with a lot of bad blood, but I'm always here to do the right thing. Peter, as we'd like to call him, who kind of let me down the last time when, you know, you had somebody under his wing and all they did was party it up and smoke blunts, and that resulted in bullshit. What are you doing? You're doing fantastic, but you know the bar is set high here, man.
Yep.
The bar is not set low. This is not an inch above what's going on in the streets. We're not doing that. We're doing as high as it gets, the right way to the top.
Yes.
I want the biggest stones we could fit without damaging the watch, right? We want it clean, we want it right. You know what I'm saying? Just give Renato a special message from me. It should count for something, all right?
So we got the pieces. This is all gonna be iced out. Getting diamantes grandes, big diamonds para el bezel. Aquí todo flower setting. Yo creo que 4 o 5 rutas.
Entra 1-3.
1-3? Yeah, 1-3. 1-3 is good. Perfect. Yo, it's perfect. Look, exactly what we need.
When you're away.
How are you, sir? Great Christmas Eve.
Soon the big watch show is gonna happen. The big watch show with all of my watch friends and everything hidden in that safe will be revealed.
Revealed. We'll keep it as safe as possible. And then we reveal it.
To get the confidence to get somebody to take their hard-earned treasure out of their showcase and put it on mine, so I could take claim of it. They have to believe in you. Yeah, well, you know, I spent $200 million, $250 million. I made sure that they got paid, they didn't get paid. I established my name, and I built the name out here to make sure everybody's on point. That's it. They know to the point that I'm gonna bleed. I'm gonna have my eye fall out of its socket, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna pick up that phone call, make sure that bill, and that they feel safe and secure about the money. I'm cut from a different cloth, bro. I'm just cut from a different cloth. The one reason why I'm more successful now than I've been when I was a young man is because I realized that I'm cut from a different cloth. I handle myself differently. I'm not a dreamer, I'm not a cutthroat, I'm not a copycat, I'm not none of those things. I'm a careful business person, and when I started believing that and believing my business tactics, I realized I could start a revolution in this place and handle business differently. And that's what you saw today of me handling whatever it is. People at the showcase, the safe, the jewelry in the safe, it's piping. I'm gonna plug this in here, that in there, marketing department into that vendor, into this sales guy, into this, into that, into this. Once you cut off that network and you're against me, you're against me. You will not take my prize. You will not snatch it out of my mouth. You ain't gonna do that. You're gonna have a hard time. I'm gonna make sure you pay your dues. That's it. Whether it's to me or not, it ain't about money. It never was. It's about business. If I do my business correctly, the money will come after. The money is a side effect. It's a side effect. It's not like money there, money here, money there. No, no, no. Arrangement, business, personalities, and then the money comes as a side effect. It just grows out in the field. But they have now American dollars. What do they have in Qatar? What do they have in Saudi Arabia? That they're building all these things. They're building our future. They have our dollars and they're using them. You know, all that petrodollar, that they're building, you know, in those countries. Do you have any idea what kind of lives we could have been building in New York? We could have been crime-free, could have had skyscrapers, it could have expanded Manhattan outwards, could have built bridges with skyscrapers on them, could have solved all these problems, could have had crazy high-paying jobs and a society you can't even imagine. But we've been robbed. We've been robbed, man. The society's getting what it deserves, though, because it's a selfish society. It doesn't give a f***. Nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to shop at TraxNYC. They want to shop at the other places where it's and the money's to the ear and this and that. And that's not the worst of the worst. People obviously want to shop here, but it's the mentality. You gotta get to the facts. And that's what the district is about. We're gonna plug you in, we're gonna get you to the facts, and we're gonna save the day.